you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
News 1110 and 99.3 WBT. Thank you so much for being here this Christmas weekend for the Income Strategy Show with Dolph Janis of ClearIncomeForLife.com. Listening today, how do you measure the success of your retirement portfolio? Do you think it should be beating the market, or is it enough to just see that your money is growing over the long term? Well, Morningstar's Alex Bryan believes we need to keep our expectations really in check about that.
Beating the market, while it's great if you can do it, it's not a requisite for investment success. Just owning the market will actually probably let you do better than most investors that are getting a bit greedy and trying to beat the market. So I think being broadly diversified, keeping your costs low, those are the most important things, and staying in the market through thick and thin, even when things are scary. That's what I think is more important than trying to beat the market.
And we've had some volatility here lately, Dolph. So how can people listening decide whether their retirement income strategy, whatever they're doing with their money, is best for them, is working?
Well, as we talked about a couple segments ago, have it on paper of what your actual plans and goals are. And when we're meeting with clients and prospective clients, that's one of the things I want to ask them is, what are your goals in retirement? What do you want to do? How much income do you need? And so forth. Because I don't care what's happening on Wall Street, Kristen. I don't care what the numbers are. I don't even look at them. Every once in a while they flash up there, or someone will say like that. And it's like my phone's behind me, the stock market portfolio is in the background. I don't care, and I'm going to say that out loud. I don't know if that sounds appropriate, because it doesn't concern me. It doesn't concern the strategies that I work with. It doesn't concern the strategies my clients work with, because we look at the other side of it. We look at the safe side of it. We're looking at the guaranteed for income. We're looking at indexes. We're not looking at the market. And I said what we talked about earlier when Linda and her sister, they lost $187,000 in the last 2 months, and like, holy moly. I've had clients calling me. It's like, Dolph, how's my strategy doing? How's my strategy doing? It's like, you're fine, because zero is your hero. The worst you're going to do is zero. And that's a pretty comforting thing. I mean,
Absolutely.
Sometimes people don't like that. It's like, well, I'd rather go down zero than go down 10, 15, 20, because you go down 10, 15, 20, what do you need to come back? I mean, the performance of the market is for everybody's number up there. I mean, how many stocks are really in the Dow Jones? I mean, what is it, 55 to 70, some number in there that's controlling that big number? The S&P is the important one that most people should be watching, but most people don't talk about the S&P. They're talking about the Dow. Fine. I don't have to talk about it with my clients, Kristen, and I'm very proud of that, because when we do our annual reviews, the worst thing I'm going to say to a client, like back in 2008, 2009, is like, guess what? You didn't lose any money last year. That's a very powerful statement, is when you can look at somebody's statements like, you didn't make anything last year, but guess what? You didn't lose. But if you had an income rider attached to it, you might have had 6, 7, 8, 10% added to your income value no matter what happens. Now, isn't it more comforting because you're planning for income is what the big phase is this year? Because it's not how much money you have out there, folks. It's how much income you have generating from that money. It's how long that money is going to last. If your money and you're trying to beat the market and you're attacking it and you're just like, okay, my goal is to get $1 million and I'm going to take $40,000 out of there for as long as I live. Great. How many years is that going to last you? 20, 25 years it's going to last you? What if you have a dip, and just like Linda had, and she lost $200,000? You just lost 5 years of income from that one little dip. And how much income are you going to last now? Now you only got 15, 20 years to make your money. What I do with our strategies and the things that we work with is say, hey, this is your worst case scenario. I love showing worst case scenarios, Kristen, saying this is what you have, this is what you're going to have no matter what for as long as you live. So once again, why wake up in the morning and wonder what's going to happen on Wall Street when they're the ones controlling it? Don't you want to be in control of your own money? If I handed you a $100 bill, Kristen, would you want to keep it, or would you let me hold on to it until you actually needed it?
Yeah, I'd for sure keep control of that. No doubt about it.
Yeah, you want to be in control.
Money.
It's your money. You want to be in control of it. Because who's going to say, is like, well, I'll take your $100. It's like, well, I'm going to go out shopping or I'm going to go to lunch, and now your $100 is worth $80. And you're like, Dolph, can I have my $100? Well, it's only worth $80 now. And because you don't have control of it. Keep control of your money.
Control the things in life that you have an element of control over. And believe it or not, you have more influence, control over your retirement. You're not at the mercy of Wall Street. It doesn't have to be that way, but you have to be informed and exposed to know about your options. If you feel like you're not in control, speak to Dolph. He's, for over 14 years, been helping people nearing and in retirement find that control and make sure they have the right strategy for what they need in life. Reach out to him and the team, grab some of the reports and guides that are available, and there's never a charge for those things. It's just a resource to help you better understand where you stand with your retirement. 704-919-0149. That's 704-919-0149. On behalf of Dolph Janis and the entire team at Clear Income Strategies, thank you so much for making the Income Strategy Show a part of your weekend here on News 1110 and 99.3 WBT. And Merry Christmas.